The story begins. We see Kazu and Rin-chan taking their marriage oath, and they are the main characters of our story. We then get to know that they got married in an online game. Black Plains is an open-world MMO with realistic graphics and an amazing online game where you can enjoy all sorts of roleplay. We then see Rin-chan saying to Kazu that let's be happy from now on, and to which Kazu reacted very awkwardly, and Rin-chan reacted very excitedly, and that's all Kazu's gonna say about it. We then get to know Kazu and Rin-chan met 4 years ago, where Rin-chan introduced herself to Kazu saying she is new there and Rin-chan hopes that she can get along with Kazu. Kazu then randomly got paired with Rin-chan in a group dungeon. Their relationship started as one where Kazu was teaching Rin-chan how to play since she was a beginner, and they got close to each other through these little interactions. We then get to know that their first-year relationship was like Rin-chan saying to Kazu that, "Kazu-chan, would you like to go dungeon with me today?" Second year she was like, "Kazu, what are we going to play today?" Third year she was like, "I want to go to Minotod, let's go fishing." And that's how Rin-chan and Kazu got closer through their daily interaction, and they became online best friends. We then see there are a few titles that the game players have to achieve, and Kazu got only one title left, which is getting married to his loved one, and we then see Kazu asking Rin-chan wouldn't she just like to get married to Kazu in the game. Rin-chan very excitingly said yes, and we then get to know that that's how they got married. And we then see Kazu saying to Rin-chan that they should play as much as they can from now on. Rin-chan then remembered something and said she had to go for now, and said that she would see Kazu later. To which Kazu replied by telling her to take care, and Rin-chan goes offline. We then see Kazu waking up from sleep and saying to himself that today was a productive session, and he then says that he got a message from Rin-chan saying thanks for a fantastic wedding today and further adding from now on they're husband and wife, in which Kazu replied he's happy that they are. Kazu then said he's gotta go to school tomorrow so he better get some sleep now. Next day we see Kazu went to his school and his classmates are talking about an upcoming event, and one of Kazu's classmates is talking to someone and saying have they seen the new Star Mines' music video which they posted last night, in which the other classmates he was talking to replied, yes they did, and said that Mizuki-san was cute as usual in the video. And suddenly they then see Mizuki-san coming to class and one of them said to lower his voice because Mizuki-san is not here yet, but if Mizuki-san heard them talking behind her back she might get angry. We then get to know that Star Mines is an idol group formed by 5 high school girls who are currently in the spotlight, and one of them, the genius idol Mizuki Rinka, is Kazu's classmate. We then get to see that the moment Mizuki-san enters the school, everyone starts talking about her exceptional good looks, expressions and her cold attitude that caught everybody's attention, and according to Kazu she is totally different from them mere mortals. Everyone wants to get along with Mizuki-san but they didn't have the courage to go up to her. Kazu then thinks it's better to admire Mizuki-san from afar. And Kazu then sees his phone ring. It's a message from Rin-chan saying does he wants to play tonight at 8 o'clock, in which Kazu replied yes sure. Kazu then said to himself that he'll just take a nap until the first period and that he has more fun playing games with Rin-chan than watching idols. We then see after school Kazu went to his home and he started mining until Rin-chan shows up online. Kazu then looks up for the infos about the new event that people at his school were talking about and thinks that he has some time so he'll listen to Star Mines' song once, and somehow Kazu started liking it more than he thought. And Kazu really loved Mizuki-san's voice, and one after another he listened to all of their songs and suddenly he realized that Rin-chan is online, and he's already very late. And he got online soon after. And he thought he shouldn't tell Rin-chan why he was late because Rin-chan would get angry, and Rin-chan said to Kazu that he is late. Kazu apologized for that, and we then saw Rin-chan and Kazu went fishing in the game. We then see Kazu asking Rin-chan if she is mad at him or not, in which Rin-chan replied that the next time when Kazu is going to be late he should call Rin-chan because trust is everything, and she also stated that after all they are a couple now. Rin-chan then asked Kazu why he was late, to which Kazu replied he was watching idol group videos. Rin-chan was shocked and didn't know that Kazu likes idol videos because Rin-chan has prohibited all sorts of real-life conversation because if Rin-chan thought that if she and Kazu get to know about their day-to-day life it would shatter their relationship. All of a sudden Rin-chan hears Kazu saying it was Star Mines' music he was listening to and Mizuki-san's voice is really great, and that Mizuki-san is Kazu's classmate. Rin-chan was flabbergasted, and then we see that a few minutes had passed but Rin-chan was not saying anything. Kazu then asked if he said anything wrong or weird. If so, then he apologizes for it, and wants Rin-chan to forget about it. All of a sudden Rin-chan said that she is Mizuki Rinka. At first Kazu wasn't believing Rin-chan and thought she was joking, but then Rin-chan proved that saying what happened in their class yesterday. Who was absent, their teacher's name, and Rin-chan also added that Kazu's full name is Ayanakuji Kazuto. Kazu was stunned as he understood what she had said. Rin-chan then said she has to go now and went offline. Kazu was shocked and thought maybe Rin-chan hated him and got really scared because of this, and Kazu didn't want to lose his relationship with Rin-chan. Then suddenly Kazu received a message from Rin-chan asking if Kazu would like to have lunch with Rin-chan tomorrow at school. Kazu thought that Rin-chan must be one of his friends and not Mizuki-san, so he asked Rin-chan to prove that she is Mizuki Rinka, and bang! She sends her selfie and Kazu realizes Rin-chan is indeed Mizuki Rinka-san. Afterwards we see Kazu couldn't sleep after that conversation, and Kazu is in total disbelief that how could Rin-chan be Mizuki Rinka. But Kazu then realized that after the picture that Rin-chan sent to Kazu, that there is no mistaking that she is Mizuki. He has no choice but to believe her. However, Kazu is still skeptical as we then see Kazu look at the beautiful pic, thinking that the picture Rin-chan sent must have been photoshopped or edited, and there ain't no way Rin-chan is Mizuki Rinka-san. Afterwards, we see Kazu go to the class, and all of a sudden Mizuki Rinka-san waves to Kazu, and hence it was confirmed that Rin-chan is indeed Mizuki Rinka-san. Kazu was too stunned by this. We then see that it's lunchtime and Kazu and Mizuki-san having lunch together, and everyone is looking at Kazu and Mizuki-san. In shock, some of the boys are getting very jealous because the girl sitting in front of Kazu and having lunch with him is none other than Star Mines' very own genius idol Mizuki Rinka-san. Kazu is very overwhelmed too because last night he was watching and appreciating an idol, and now suddenly, she is sitting and having lunch with Kazu. We then see Mizuki-san in front of him. Kazu is mesmerized by her perfect smooth white skin and her large eyes with a defined contour all perfectly balanced. Seeing the pretty Mizuki-san again was great to Kazu. We then see Mizuki-san saying the truth is that she is very surprised that Kazu is Kazuto-kun, to which Kazu replies that he is also super surprised. Mizuki-san then said that it seems to her that she and Kazu really do get along well, in which Kazu agrees and further adds that what were the odds that they were classmates, and he could have never imagined that when they were playing the games. Mizuki-san replies by saying, maybe it was their fate, and also added that even though they are married, but that is only in the game, and Mizuki-san then tells Kazu that how she had bad experience online, how people's behavior changes when they realize that she is a girl. But Mizuki-san says that Kazu is not like them and that he is pure and very sincere. Mizuki-san also stated that Kazu cheered Mizuki-san up a lot of times when she was going through a rough time in her idol career. And by hearing that, Kazu remembered that there was a time when Mizuki-san was a little emotionally distraught, and we then see a flashback moment where Kazu and Rin-chan were fishing in the game world, and Kazu asked Rin-chan to help him in catching the fish, and Kazu then sees she is not reacting and thinking about something. Kazu then caught the fish on his own, and Rin-chan said sorry to Kazu, to which Kazu replied that she didn't have to say anything and further added that there is nothing wrong with going at her own pace, and Rin-chan looked at Kazu and thanked him for how nice he was being to her. We then see Mizuki-san saying that if she hadn't met Kazu she would have retired from being an idol a while back. Kazu replied that Mizuki-san is exaggerating, but Mizuki-san said she is not exaggerating at all, and it's all because of Kazu's emotional support for her that she decided to marry Kazu. Overhearing this, all the people in the canteen were shocked, but Kazu looked at them and told them to calm down, and that Mizuki-san was talking about the game. And Kazu was saying to himself in his mind that he didn't think that Mizuki-san would take this marriage so seriously, even though Kazu is glad to hear this. We then see Mizuki-san think that marriage in Moe's is very important, and wonders if Kazu thinks the same, and Kazu replies that he also thinks the same. And Mizuki-san was glad to hear that Kazu also feels the same way about this. And afterwards we see that both Mizuki-san and Kazu are having a great time and having lots of fun, and Kazu is suddenly feeling chills up and down his spine, and Kazu wonders if it's true or just his imagination. And suddenly we hear someone calling out Mizuki, and it's a girl's voice, and she also says that she heard that a boy is an acquaintance of Rin-chan. And by listening to her, Kazu thinks he has heard this voice before also. We then see the girl introduce herself to Kazu, saying her name is Kurimizaka Nana and she is another member of Star Mindzu. And she also said that it was nice to meet Kazu. We then get to know that Kurimizaka Nana is a very cheerful girl, who is also the center of Star Mindzu group. Kurimizaka Nana then asked Rin-chan that wouldn't Kazu be mad at Rin-chan for having lunch with a boy. Rin-chan, embarrassed and all, then said to her that the guy she is having lunch with is Kazu himself, and Kazu then said that it's a pleasure to meet Nana-san. We then see Nana-san was very excited to meet Kazu in person, and Nana-san wants to know if Rin-chan is the polar opposite of how she is in real life. In reply to Nana-san's question, Kazu said yes, Mizuki-san is like that online. Then we see Nana-san thanking Kazu and how big of a support Kazu is and how big an impact Kazu's emotional support plays in Rin-chan's career. We then see Nana-san saying how Rin-chan used to practice before their group became so popular. Nana-san said that Rin-chan used to practice non-stop because she didn't want the group to be held back by her not giving her 100%. And Nana-san further goes on to say that after some time, she saw Rin-chan acting normal. Nana-san then asked Rin-chan if she was talking to her boyfriend, in which Rin-chan replied that no, she was not talking to her boyfriend. Rin-chan said that is talking to her husband. And then we see Rin-chan explain how she and Kazu had married online in a game, and how Kazu understands Rin-chan and never asks any questions to Rin-chan, and always stays by Rin-chan's side, and how Kazu always makes Rin-chan feel that she can do her best every time. And Nana-san also added that, after that Rin-chan bounced back bit by bit, and their group's popularity started rising. We then see in the present times Nana-san being grateful to Kazu for all his emotional support towards Rin-chan and asks Kazu, that does Kazu really likes Rin-chan in real life, and Kazu replies that of course Kazu likes her as a friend in games, and as Nana-san and Kazu are whispering to each other, Rin-chan is getting embarrassed and jealous at the same time because Nana-san is getting too close to Kazu. We then see Nana-san saying goodbye and taking her leave. And Kazu think that how could someone like Rin-chan like an average boy like him and thinks something is not right about this, and how could an idol like Mizuki-san, who is so popular, could like him in reality. We then see after Nana-san left, Kazu also saying to Mizuki-san that they should also head back to their class. Mizuki-san then stutteringly asked Kazu whether Kazu would like to play games with her at night. We then see Kazu waiting online to play with Mizuki-san, and Mizuki-san joins Kazu. Mizuki-san then says that they haven't seen each other since lunch, in which Kazu replies by saying that's right. Mizuki-san then thanked Kazu because she had a lot of fun today, and Kazu replied that he also had a lot of fun too. Then Mizuki-san said that she was very nervous today. By hearing this, Kazu said she didn't seem nervous. Mizuki-san then said it's because she was about to meet Kazu-kun in person and that felt to her like deja vu, and also added that besides that, Mizuki-san was bothered by whether Kazu would dislike the idea of meeting her in real life, and Mizuki-san started worrying about the possibility of Kazu hating idols and stuff. We then see Rin-chan getting excited with Kazu and forgetting the fact that she has to leave early. We then see Mizuki-san remembering that, and saying that it's getting late for her, and she's gotta leave. And also stated that from now on they can hang out together in real life too. And then said goodnight to Kazu and went offline. We then see the next day, in the class, Mizuki-san saying hi and waving to Kazu and everybody in the class getting jealous, specifically Kazu's classmate Tachibana and Saito, about how they get along so well, and asks Kazu how he got so close to Mizuki-san. Kazu then agreed to tell on one condition. If they didn't tell anyone and they agreed, then Kazu told them the full story. And they started manipulating Kazu by telling him about how idols' popularity goes down if they date someone. At first Kazu thought that Tachibana and Saito talk too much and they're jealous and they were just talking nonsense, but afterwards Kazu started looked up those sites that Tachibana and Saito wanted him to look up in internet, and after reaching for some time Kazu was stunned and got scared that if people knows about their relationship, the popularity of Mizuki-san's group will drastically go down, and in any case, he didn't want to be the cause of her downfall. We then see Mizuki-san send a message to Kazu's phone asking Kazu whether Kazu wanna go somewhere to eat, and to which Kazu replied very politely that he has an exam tomorrow, and he has to study preparing for that, and said sorry. Mizuki-san said it's fine, but she was shocked and got sad and started to miss Kazu, and even started crying on her bed. And on the other hand, Kazu did this thinking about Mizuki-san's well-being, And we then see that Kazu himself is very sad indeed, and wants to be with Mizuki-san because Kazu is also missing Mizuki-san and is equally hurt like Mizuki-san. And he did this only because Kazu wants to protect Mizuki-san. We then see Kazu avoiding Mizuki-san because Kazu didn't want to ruin Mizuki-san's idle life, and Tachibana and Saito are very happy with this decision of Kazu. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we see Mizuki-san is very sad and terrified that she must have done something wrong, and maybe that's why Kazu is avoiding her. And we then see Kazu went by Mizuki-san's seat and totally ignored Mizuki-san, which made her very sad, and Mizuki-san now wants to know that what did she do wrong to hurt Kazu, and what made Kazu avoid her in the first place. We then see Kazu constantly ignoring Mizuki-san's messages. When Mizuki-san logged in, Kazu logs out. We then see Mizuki-san asking Kazu in a message that if he would like to go out for lunch with Mizuki-san. In reply, Kazu said he has to study tomorrow, and then after that Mizuki-san asked again on another day, but Kazu replied that the professor is calling him and ignored her. So Mizuki-san was furious and frustrated at the same time. We then see Kazu was told by his friends that Mizuki-san already left, and that he should join them for karaoke. But Kazu said that he has to head home, and Kazu started to leave and was in the corridor heading for home, and thinking that even though it's for Mizuki-san's own good, but it still hurts very bad to Kazu. And then we see a can of soda was dropped from a room, and someone said from behind the room's door to Kazu that he please pass that can because her hands were too tied to pick that up. The door was half closed so Kazu couldn't see who it was. We then see Kazu pick that can up, and Kazu put his hand inside the room, and that girl grabbed Kazu's hand and pulled him inside the room, and then see that the girl is none other than Mizuki-san herself. Kazu was shocked seeing Mizuki-san, and then Mizuki-san said sorry for what she did. Kazu replied saying that it's okay and further asks if Mizuki-san needs anything, because he has things to do. We then see Mizuki-san asking Kazu that why is he avoiding Mizuki-san, and further adds that Mizuki-san wants to play with Kazu like they used to, and that Mizuki-san wants to get along with Kazu better, and Kazu replies that he's sorry and asks Mizuki-san not to speak to him anymore. By hearing that, Mizuki-san was heartbroken, and with a very sad and heavy voice Mizuki-san said she understood and left. We then see it's raining outside, and a heartbroken and sad Mizuki-san and Kazu are standing. Mizuki-san has an umbrella and she starts to walk home, and Kazu is standing watching Mizuki-san go. Afterwards we see that it's been a while since that day, and now Mizuki-san doesn't even go online anymore, and Kazu and Mizuki-san are back to how they used to be, simply being classmates once more. But Kazu thinks that's what needs to be done, and all of a sudden we see a girl calling Kazu from behind. We then see she further adds that it has been a long time since she has seen Kazu. Kazu was a bit taken aback, and the girl then asks Kazu that can they chat for a second, and Kazu then asks that girl who she was, and the girl finds that question a bit rude, and after that the girl says that she wants Kazu to come with her for a second, which Kazu replied by saying that why the heck should he, and the girl said Kazu will find out once they gets there. And afterwards the girl introduces herself as Koton, and Kazu should feel free to call her Koton-sama. After this, Kazu starts introducing himself, and before Kazu could finish introducing himself, Koton-sama started saying his full name, and that he is a gamer, and that Kazu is right-handed and 17 years old, and that Kazu is his parents' only son. Kazu was so shocked that he called her a stalker, but she told him not to be rude to her, and that not only her but everybody knows Kazu nowadays, and that Kazu is now a celebrity of some sort. Koton-sama then also said that she also knows everything about Kazu and Mizuki-san. Kazu then said he gets it now, that it's all about the rumors, but the girl said that if Kazu wants to talk about the matter of him and Mizuki-san, then they're waiting there. Kazu then goes there and sees Koton-sama is not alone, and that she is with Nana-san, and Nana-san said she is sorry for calling out Kazu so suddenly, and she further adds that Koton-sama told her everything. And then we see that Koton-sama says that she overheard the conversation with Kazu, Tachibana and Saito. And Kazu was taken by surprise when he heard about the rumors, and Kazu decided to maintain distance from Mizuki-san for Mizuki-san's own good. But despite all that, they wants Kazu to get along with Mizuki-san, because these days Mizuki-san is forcing herself to pretend that she is fine, but rather than looking fine, it looks like Mizuki-san seems to be in pain. She also stated that obviously Mizuki-san's idol activities are no doubt important, but she said that she also wants Mizuki-san to be a happy regular girl, which she is not at this moment. And Nana-san also said that if that's something that'll cost the group their popularity, then Nana-san will handle it because she doesn't want to see Mizuki-san suffering anymore. We then see that Kazu understands the matter, and he gets it that his decision of ignoring Mizuki-san was wrong, and Kazu although did it for Mizuki-san's own good, but he should have considered Mizuki-san's feelings first. And now he also can't bear the burden of guilt, and Kazu realized his mistakes and is very hurt and sad by his decision. And then Koton-sama said that Kazu and Mizuki-san should be together in real life too. Nana-san asked Kazu if he would make up with Mizuki-san, and Kazu then replied that he will definitely make up with Mizuki-san as long as Mizuki-san forgives Kazu. By hearing this, Nana-san and Koton-sama was very happy and excited, but Kazu said that he thinks the rumors will spread again. And suddenly Nana-san said in that case she has a plan and said that she was thinking that Kazu and Mizuki should wed, but she knows that it's too early for that, and also said that Kazu should be ready for Operation Reconciliation. We then see Nana-san calling Tachibana and Saito to meet Kazu, Koton and Nana-san herself, and then give Tachibana and Saito a chance to become Mizuki-san's friend because she said Mizuki-san's looks may seem cold, but she said the truth is that she isn't cold, and she did feel very lonely sometimes, and she isn't very good with showing her emotions, so that's why she stays away. And we then see that Tachibana and Saito are ready to be Mizuki-san's friends, and Kazu was shocked that now Tachibana and Saito want to be friends with Mizuki-san, because they were the ones who wanted Kazu to stay away from her, and Kazu was disgusted. We then get to know that Tachibana and Saito did this to Kazu out of jealousy, that they didn't get to be friends with Mizuki-san. Nana-san then said that they should be on the same page from now on. Nana-san then said that now if Kazu tried to get along with Mizuki-san, then Mizuki-san might not agree. So now they have to find a way to get Kazu back into Mizuki-san's heart. And Tachibana and Koton-sama started giving their ideas, but Kazu said that their ideas won't work with Mizuki-san, and Saito said that he has a perfect idea. And then we see Kazu, Nana-san, Koton-sama and Tachibana start to gather up to hear Saito's idea. And we see them getting ready to execute their idea. Kazu saying in a walkie-talkie that their target was positioned over, and Nana-san saying, reporting the message to others. Kazu then asks that why are they talking in a walkie-talkie, and Koton-sama replied that because the walkie-talkie sets the mood, and suddenly Tachibana said that the walkie-talkie are his, and then Saito asks if everyone knows what to do, and Koton-sama says that they rehearsed thoroughly yesterday. And we then see that Nana-san said that they should review what they practiced just in case. And Saito said that first the four of them with Kazu will talk to Mizuki-san in the courtyard, and Saito further said there they will say they will be her friend. And everyone was shocked by this and asked Saito if this was his perfect idea. And Saito replies that sometimes simple ideas are more effective, and he also added that after they offer their friendship to Mizuki-san, Kazu will apologizes to Mizuki-san and people will see that Mizuki-san now has many friends too, and according to Saito, that will be the end of all sorts of rumors, because he thinks that people will see that a lot of people are a part of Mizuki-san's friend circle so they won't point out a single person, and that was his plan. Kazu said that he likes the idea. Then we see that Nana-san, Koton-sama, Saito and Tachibana saw Mizuki-san coming and they went up to her. And Mizuki-san asked to Nana-san that who are they, and she replied that they are her friends, and then Nana-san introduced each and everyone to Mizuki-san and they said that they want Mizuki-san to be their friends, and Mizuki-san agreed. Koton-sama then asked to Mizuki-san if she now should be in talking terms with Kazu, to which Mizuki-san said that she wants nothing to do with Kazu, and then Mizuki can describe that what kind of pain she went through since Kazu stopped talking to her, and Mizuki-san still is going through this pain, and said that she is very badly hurt. We then see Kazu, who is standing far in a balcony, is listening to all of Mizuki-san's words, and just when Kazu sees Mizuki-san leaving, Kazu with all the might from his voice, started shouting very loudly that he is really deeply sorry, and Kazu did this avoiding for Mizuki-san's own good, and experienced everything that Mizuki experienced, and also added that he also wants to go fishing with her again. And he also adds about how much he missed Mizuki-san. And we then see someone open the door of the room in which Kazu was standing on the balcony, and is talking to Mizuki-san. We then see the guy said to Kazu that the class is about to start, and he should join the class, and all of a sudden we see that Kazu, losing his balance, fell down from the balcony. BG, seeing this, Mizuki-san shouted out Kazu's name and ran up to Kazu, who fell down but didn't get hurt badly. Mizuki-san goes and holds Kazu's hand and tells Kazu to hang in there, and a hurt Kazu calls Mizuki-san Rin. Kazu did fall in a flower bed and he's not badly hurt, and said that he has only a couple of scratches. Mizuki-san starts crying and said that she was very worried, and Kazu apologized for that, and said Kazu also wants to get along with Mizuki-san in real life and he wants to go fishing with her, and then Mizuki-san forgives him. We then see them in the MMO world, fishing and enjoying their time. Then we see Mizuki-san asking if she can still say that Mizuki-san is Kazu's wife, and Kazu replies that isn't it obvious that she can because they are married after all. We see that Mizuki-san is glad to hear that. Just then, we see someone in the MMO world, who is donning weird clothes, looking at Mizuki-san and Kazu. The person then says that he finally got the people he wanted. Who is that person? What are his intentions? The story then proceeds, and we observe that Rin-chan and Kazuto are out there fishing and talking to one another. Suddenly, a person who's dressed up quite bizarrely, to say the least, appears in front of them. Next we observe that Rin-chan and Kazuto both became astonished and afraid at the same time thanks to the appearance of the strange man. Kazu asks Rin-chan whether she knows that person or has any idea on someone like him, and what he does. Afterwards, Rin proposes that they should check out this person's name. They realize that the name of that person is Sturmarif. And we also get to discover that, level-wise, that person is still a beginner, definitely not on the same level as Rin and Kazu. At this moment, the name Sturm felt a bit recognizable to Rin-chan's thoughts, as she feels like this is a name that she had heard before in the past. Rinka-chan starts thinking that there is no way that this is the person Rinka-chan thinks it could be. After contemplating for a while, Rin-chan asks that individual if she is Nana-chan. That person reacts by saying, she guessed it right, and certainly she's Nana-chan. Rin-chan mentions after that, Sturmarif is Nana-chan's pet cat's name. Kazuto then wonders just what kind of name that is. Rin replies to him by saying, it's a German name. Kazu adds by remarking that Nana-chan's character and her tone aren't matching. After that, Rin-chan remarks that Nana-chan should have called her, and let her know she was also coming to play this game. Nana says that she merely wanted to surprise them with this. Rin-chan verifies that Nana-chan did genuinely surprise her, and playfully called her an idiot. Afterward, Nana-chan hugged Kazu, and it is apparent that Kazu got a bit embarrassed by that. Kazu asks Nana-chan whether this is the first time that Nana-chan has met Rin-chan in this game. Nana-chan answers that he guessed it right. Next, Nana-chan notes that Rin-chan's character online is entirely different from what she is in real life. Rin-chan was a little taken back by that. Nana-chan then continues and claimed that Rin-chan told her that her character was no different from what it is in real life. Nana-chan states that she truly got pretty astonished, because according to Nana-chan, Rin-chan looks the exact opposite from how she looks in real life, and that is what ended up surprising her so much. Rin-chan thinks that Nana-chan needs to become acclimated to the Black Plains, so that's why they should go hunting, as that will help her get more accustomed to the game. Nana-chan wonders if it will be feasible for her to defeat a monster in this game as of now, as that is what these games are all about when it comes down to it. Kazu responds by saying that they'll support Nana-chan in her quest, so for now at least, she should leave that part of the game to them only. Soon after, we see Nana-chan, Rinka and Kazuto are off on hunting tour. Kazu comments, and explains that first, they need wipe out the Zack foes, as they possess a lot of danger at this point. Unexpectedly, a monster all of a sudden arrived out of nowhere, and Nana-chan commented that she finds this creature to be, believe it or not, pretty cute. By hearing it, Kazu and Rin-chan were understandably surprised, as what kind of person, in a right state of mind, would call a damned monster to be cute. Later, Rin-chan told Kazu that she guessed that Kazu has already found out that Nana-chan's sense of thinking is quite different from that of, say, a normal human being's. Rin-chan cautions that the monster is incredibly strong and could do some dangerous stuff to them, so they all should be staying away from him, and try to work their way out of the situation from there. But Nana-chan showed her inexperience when it comes to games like these, and got quite close to that monster, and when she does so, the monster utterly smashes Nana-chan in the gaming world, putting an end to her run in the game for that moment. Following this, we observe Nana-chan's character collapse inside the game thanks to getting absolutely pulverized by the monster from earlier. Afterward, we witness Nana-chan apologize for misjudging that enemy, and going out of her way to do something that was way out of her range of capabilities. Rin-chan encourages her, stating it's her first time playing this particular game, so she said that it can't be helped that she is kinda bad at it for the moment. She says that Nana should level up by grinding and by fighting with a weaker enemy first before moving on to bigger things in the game. Later, according to Kazu, Nana-chan's sense of tone in this game is quite poor, so it seems like that she won't be much good in the game even after a good run. Kazu realizes that Rin-chan is already back to her usual hobby of fishing. And suddenly Nana-chan stepped up to Kazu and asks him, doesn't Kazu want to get closer to Rin-chan? Nana-chan teaches to Kazu that the first thing to do to become close to someone is to call them by their first name, as it builds a sense of intimacy between the two people practicing the method. Kazu answers, adding that it doesn't seem to be the truth to him, and he feels it is not very important, not so early on at least. Nana-chan assured Kazu that Rin-chan will be very happy if they can start calling each other using their first names, and that it is all for the good. But according to Kazu, Rin is a good name, and he thinks that it adds to her character and amplifies her overall personality, so he definitely likes that name better. Nana-chan tells Kazu that someone's handle name on a game and their actual real-life name are not the same thing, and that it holds different meanings by that sense. Nana-chan then informs Kazu that she's going to leave them alone now, so it's the perfect moment for Kazu to grow closer to her, and maybe he can even start working on the first name through that. Later, Nana-chan gives a ridiculously poor excuse and uses that as a caveat to take her leave from the game, and in turn, helping Kazuto-kun get along better with her friend Rinka-chan. At this moment, Rin-chan adds that Nana-chan needs to enhance her game skills if she wants to keep playing this game, as her skills as it stood were not really good enough to hang with the best. To which Kazu responds that it looks like she has a long way to go before she can really get to the absolute elite level of competition. Following this, Kazu asks a random question to Rin. He asks her if she prefers hot curry. Rin-chan notices the rather silly nature of the question, and she also notices that Kazu is calling her by her first name, and it felt a little strange to her at that point of time. Kazu keeps on trying constantly to call Rin-chan by her first name and make it come off as sleek, so he asks another stupid question. He then asks her if she has economics class at school tomorrow. Rin-chan replies no, she does not have that class tomorrow. We see again that he is trying his level best to call her by her first name. Soon after, Rin-chan remarks that Kazu has been acting a bit odd for quite some time now, and that part is really bothering her for now. So Rin-chan asks him whether there is anything wrong, and if so, they should talk it over, because that is the best way to solve these things out. This ends up having Kazu be a little nervous. Kazu knows that he has got to adjust his personality a bit to make this whole thing work out. And that's when Kazu asked Rin-chan if it's okay if he started calling her Rinka from now on. Rin-chan was startled by hearing that, as she did not expect him to take the initiative. Excitedly, Rin-chan informs him that he can call her by the first name, and that it was a no-brainer. After all, they are husband and wife, so they should call one another by their first name, as is usually the tradition. Kazu then states that, from now on, he'll be calling her Rin-chan, Rinka. And Kazu also asked her to call him by his first name as well, that being Kazuto. We got to see Rinka getting a little emotional because of this sudden yet wholesome development, and after that, she starts calling Kazuto by his first name over and over again, because it just feels so nice and serene. Later, Rinka goes on and hugs Kazuto tightly, and informed him that she really loves him. Kazuto-kun also proclaims that from now onwards, he will start being more reliant on Rinka-chan. Rinka-chan then goes on about her feelings. She explains that meeting a friend and a husband at the same time is a good experience, and that she feels very happy because of that. She further explains that she does not need to conceal anything anymore, because she knows oh too well that Nana-chan is still around, listening to all of this. Nana-chan gets out of her hiding, and wonders if she has obtained all the details regarding her concealing. Rinka-chan reveals that Kazuto calling her by her first name was Nana-chan's idea. It has her name written all over it, and she is well and truly aware of it. However, Rinka-chan thinks to herself that she is very glad about how this all turned out, and that she would not change a thing about it. Rinka-chan muses on the way how she has grown so much more familiar with Kazuto out of nowhere. Kazuto's decision to use her first name makes her feel very special and very happy, as she went on detail while explaining. Nana-chan then goes on to tell Kazuto-kun that he can now also call her Nana, as they are now close enough to be on first name calling. Kazu says that he is cool with calling her by her first name. Rinka-chan suddenly grows a bit upset by this sudden development between Nana and Kazuto, because this makes Kazuto calling her by her first name not as special as it was, and this makes her label Kazuto as an idiot. And we note that Kazuto is shocked by this unexpected outpouring of wrath from Rinka-chan. The scene transitions to the next day at school. We come to find that, ever since that incident, it has become traditional for the six of them to meet for lunch every now and then. But this time around we see that Rinka has simply called Kazuto for lunch. We see Kazuto walk into the room. Rinka calls him and states she's right over there. After, as we can see, Kazu stated that only a select few are allowed to attend the old school. Rinka responds it's correct, which is why it's their private spot. Next, Rinka-chan adds that she wished to provide Kazuto with something. Soon after, we watch Rinka-chan bringing Kazuto some homemade meal. According to Rinka-chan, she noticed that Kazuto consistently packs boiled eggs for lunch. She also said it's not that healthy, which is why she bought him this bento. Afterward, Rinka-chan declared that she would now cook for Kazuto in her capacity, as she is his wife after all, and it falls within her line of duty. After that, it becomes clear that Kazuto was mesmerized by it, and that he was eager to consume the food Rinka-chan had brought for him. Later on, it turns out clear that Kazuto also appreciated Rinka-chan. Rinka-chan advises Kazuto to begin consuming that. Next, we witness Kazuto taking his first bite of the meal that she had brought for him. He went on stating that the food is delicious. Afterward, we see Kazuto telling Rinka-chan that she woke up earlier than usual in order to prepare this meal. This, despite her being an idol. So he says that Rinka-chan has his sincere gratitude for taking on so much of the burden for him. We continue to see that Rinka-chan asks if she can make a request to Kazuto. In response, Kazuto says he will fulfill Rinka-chan's requests. We subsequently find out that Rinka-chan's request was to just feed Kazuto with her own hands. However, Rinka-chan was too hesitant to tell Kazuto that. Kazuto was astonished to hear that. Rinka-chan notices that Kazuto was a little taken aback. Rinka-chan asks, does that imply that Kazuto is refusing to eat from Rinka-chan's hand? Kazuto became somewhat enthusiastic and explained that just because he got a bit shocked, it does not mean he did not want to eat from Rinka-chan's hand. Rinka-chan follows that and asks, really, is that alright with him? Kazuto responds that that's completely okay with him. We witness a quite content Rinka-chan stating he ought to have some. And Rinka-chan feeds Kazuto as we see. Rinka asks, how does the food feel to Kazuto-kun? And Kazuto answers by exclaiming that the food was fantastic. She next requested him to have some more, as he had seemingly enjoyed it. Kazuto asks Rinka-chan to hold up, as he believes he is full to the point he cannot eat any more. By hearing that, Rinka-chan seems a little startled. Next, we learn Rinka-chan is experiencing another strange outburst, as is quite common with her. Kazuto urged her to stop since he was feeling rather full. We notice Kazuto smiling as he told her of this. Suddenly, they hear an odd noise, and Kazuto says, what was that noise that they had just heard? And suddenly they felt that, whatever that may have been, it's heading towards them. They thought someone from their school would have found out that they were there. And they got really worried by that. Rinka-chan says, is it the sound of the P.E. teacher, Ishimatsu-sensei? Kazuto believes that if the teacher finds them there, he'll make them run 100 circles of the ground as a punishment. So, they swiftly want to hide somewhere. Afterward, we observe that Rinka-chan and Kazuto conceal themselves behind a locker. And because it's a small place, Kazuto hugs Rinka-chan to fit there. Kazuto considers that standing there is too horrible. And we see that they both are growing a bit shy. Rinka-chan states to Kazuto that his heart is beating pretty loud. Kazuto responds that he can say the same about Rinka-chan's heart. Kazuto remarks that Rinka-chan's body is also growing warm. Suddenly, Kazuto reveals that he can't contain it anymore to Rinka-chan. Rinka-chan is stunned by what Kazuto just said. Rinka-chan remarks, "That's right, that she and Kazuto are a couple." But she adds that they're still in high school. Kazuto glances at Rinka-chan's eyes and again says that he genuinely can't hold it any longer. Next, Rinka-chan clutches Kazuto tight, closes her eyes, and instructs him to go ahead, but also urges Kazuto to be gentle. Kazuto once again remarks that he can't take it anymore, and Kazuto sneezes really firmly. And in that process, we observe that Rinka-chan and Kazuto both fell on the ground, and Kazu toppled over Rinka-chan. Kazuto claims that the room was so dusty that he couldn't hold back his sneeze. Kazuto apologizes to Rinka-chan for that. And Rinka-chan was stunned because she thought that Kazuto was going to do something else. Next, both of them get up from the ground. Then they suddenly realize that it wasn't the teacher who was creating the sound, but it was Nana-chan's cat who was making the sound. Kazu adds that it looks like the cat may have run off again. Rinka-chan gets upset and tells Kazu that they should go to where Nana-chan is. Kazuto asks Rinka-chan what she said when he was ready to sneeze previously. Rin-chan responds aggressively, saying that she said nothing. Kazuto thinks in his mind, "Why is Rinka-chan so mad?" He wonders if he did something to make Rinka-chan mad. We witness a very angry Rinka-chan pick up Nana-chan's cat, and she starts walking away. We observe a very perplexed and naive Kazuto, who is utterly flabbergasted by Rinka-chan's behavior. Afterward, we see that the scene changes. Kazuto is seated in the classroom, and suddenly he sees that Rinka-chan just texted him. He looks at the message, which indicates that Rinka-chan's family is not at home, and that they won't be back until Sunday. So Kazuto would want to come over to her house. We see that all of Kazuto and Rinka-chan's friends are looking at his phone, and they read the text. They said that, "How long has Kazuto been there?" They added that Kazuto didn't know, but he had to be fully prepared for the graduation. Next, Kazuto says to his friends, "What in the world are you talking about?" Kazuto seems confused about what his pals are talking about. Kazuto remarks to his friends, "It's evident what he and Rinka-chan will be doing when they're alone." Kazuto's buddies ask what he has in mind. Kazuto replies, saying that he and Rinka-chan would be playing games online. Kazu's buddies are shocked, and they say to each other, "Is Kazuto seriously going to do that?" One replies that it feels to her that he's going to do that. The scene shifts, and we notice that it's Sunday. Kazuto went to Rinka-chan's house. Kazuto arrives at Rinka-chan's door, and he rings her doorbell. Rinka-chan opens the door. We get to see that Rinka-chan is all suited up and looking like an angel. Rinka-chan welcomes Kazuto and greets him. Kazuto thinks that Rinka-chan is an exceptionally gorgeous girl. Rinka-chan asks Kazuto to come to her room. Kazuto enters Rinka-chan's room and notices he has never been in a girl's room before. Kazuto is swept away by how her room smelled. Rinka-chan requests Kazuto to take a seat and says that she will get some tea for him. Kazuto looks around at Rinka-chan's outstanding gamer setup, and next to that was a sewing machine. Kazuto is shocked by staring at that. He thinks he never realized that Rinka-chan likes sewing likewise. Rinka-chan enters the room with tea for her and Kazuto. Rinka-chan asks Kazuto what he is gazing at. A stunned Kazuto replies, "Welcome back to Rinka-chan." Rinka-chan adds that she hopes Kazuto is not analyzing every nook and corner of a girl's room like a pervert. Kazuto states that they should now start. Rinka-chan asks him what he is talking about. Kazuto replies that she called him to play games, didn't she? A furious Rinka-chan states that Kazuto genuinely didn't comprehend. Rinka-chan summoned Kazuto because today they're going to clear up any relationships that Kazuto has with other girls. Kazuto is stunned. Rinka-chan says that, for starters, she will immediately delete all of Kazuto's female buddies. Kazuto is shocked to the point where he almost starts crying. Afterward, we see that Kazuto gains a ton of confidence and pleads with Rinka-chan not to erase all his buddies like that. He thinks that he will end up alone. Rinka-chan reacts to that by saying Kazuto will not be alone because he has Rinka-chan now. Kazuto states that he has other buddies that play games with him when Rinka-chan is not present. Rinka-chan replies that now she has comprehended what Kazuto is attempting to convey. Rinka-chan adds, In other words, Kazuto is striving to say that I should stop being an idol. A stunned Kazuto responds, "Why would I desire that?" Kazuto says that he wants her to maintain being an idol. He also wants her to let him keep his online buddies. Rinka-chan grows violently angry with Kazuto and states that his response was utterly wrong. Rinka-chan states that she has learned from Satiko-san, who is supposedly 8 times divorced, that all men make women drop their guard like that, so they can have lovers all over the place. Kazuto remarks, "Does it feel to Rinka-chan that I am a bad guy?" Kazuto states that he thinks these types of things are for couples, according to him. Rinka-chan answers by saying, "That's true." After hearing that, Kazuto thinks that Rinka-chan is now comprehending his point. Suddenly, Rinka-chan frantically starts saying that Rinka-chan and Kazuto are husband and wife, over and over. A surprised Kazuto responds that in actual life, they're merely pals. Kazuto further questions Rinka-chan. "Aren't you getting ahead of yourself with these things?" Next, Rinka-chan adds that it's extremely natural for wives to have control over their husbands' relationships with women. So, according to Rinka-chan, it's her duty to have control over Kazuto's connection with women because they are husband and wife. Kazuto gets a little scared and once again claims that he and Rinka-chan are only married in the gaming world. Suddenly, someone arrives at Rinka-chan's home and claims that she is home. Rinka-chan and Kazuto both get quite terrified. Rinka-chan states that, "No way, she is here." She told Rinka-chan that she'll be playing until later. We observe Rinka-chan asking Kazuto to conceal himself, and Kazuto was astonished by hearing that. Kazuto says that he will hide in the closet. Rinka-chan interrupts him and explains that he can hide in the closet. Rinka-chan tells him that Kazuto should hide under the bedsheet. We hear a girl's voice, and the girl states that she is home, and refers to Rinka-chan as her sister. Kazuto hides under the bed cover. It's a kid named Nanoa who enters the room. Rinka-chan says, "Welcome back home, Nanoa." Nanoa questions if there's someone in the room other than her and Rinka-chan. Rinka-chan reacts to this by saying, "There is no one there in the room," and suggests to Nanoa, "Let's get changed." Suddenly, Nanoa rips the bedsheet and says her sister had brought a man to their house. Both Rinka-chan and Kazuto are stunned and afraid. The young sister of Rinka-chan starts shouting that her Wani-chan brought a man home. Kazuto wonders who is this girl. Rinka-chan states that it's her little sister, Nanoa. Nanoa-chan says it was lovely to meet Kazuto. She introduces herself, that she is Mizuki Nanoa, and that she is a first-year elementary student. Kazuto thinks that Mizuki's family's genes are powerful. Nanoa-chan asks if Kazuto is going to climb with her, Wani-chan. Kazuto responds by inquiring to where. Nanoa-chan answers, to the phases of adulthood. Kazuto is astonished by hearing that from Nanoa-chan, and he thinks kids these days are pretty sophisticated for their age. Or maybe he was just a little behind. Rinka-chan explains that Nanoa-chan is using words she heard on some drama, and she doesn't even know the meaning of what she was saying. Nanoa-chan says she wants to play video games with Kazuto. After a little emotional blackmail, Kazuto agrees to play with Nanoa-chan. Kazuto tells her he will play with Nanoa-chan all she wants. Rinka-chan replies that she wants to discuss something very essential with Kazuto. Kazuto responds by saying, "It's a small bit." Nanoa-chan wants to play the same game that Kazuto and Rinka-chan play, and she selects a character. Kazuto comments that Nanoa-chan's character is extremely cute. Rinka-chan, from behind, states with a sorrowful look that her character is also cute. Nanoa-chan asks Kazuto, should she beat this monster in the game, and Kazuto says yes. Rinka-chan also states that she could do it. Kazuto turns around and asks, is there any rivalry between Rinka-chan and her sister? Rinka-chan answers that, of course, not at all. Nanoa-chan states that she won again to Kazuto. Kazuto pats her on the head and states that she is extremely skilled at this game. Rinka-chan replies that if it was her, then she would have done that in only a single hit. Kazuto states that he understood that Rinka-chan was truly battling against her sister. Rinka-chan replies that she never received compliments like that from Kazuto ever. Kazuto says that it's because Rinka-chan is twice the age of her sister. Rinka-chan says that studies have shown that praising someone increases that person's confidence and can help them create a better relationship. She mentions that, now that they're a couple, It's very necessary to praise each other. Rinka-chan adds that she is delighted that Kazuto is getting along with Nanoa-chan, but what she is trying to imply is that Kazuto should look at her closely too. Rinka-chan says that she also wants to be spoiled. Meanwhile, Nanoa-chan falls asleep. Kazuto remarks that, if that's all it is, he will do the same to Rinka-chan. Kazuto starts to pat Rinka-chan's head. While doing that, Kazuto feels that Rinka-chan's hair is really soft and silky, and lightly refreshing. Rinka-chan starts making some odd sounds. Kazuto asks Rinka-chan to stop making those odd sounds. Kazuto wonders, how long does he have to keep patting Rinka-chan's head? Rinka-chan says to Kazuto, will he touch her some more? Kazuto is astonished to hear that. Rinka-chan's older sister unexpectedly enters the room and says she is back. She observes that there is a boy with Rinka-chan, and she asks, who is he? She asks if they can explain the relationship between them. First, she introduces herself, saying she is Rinka-chan's older sister, and her name is Kasumi, and she is a college student. Rinka-chan says that he is Ayano-kuji Kazuto-kun. Kasumi wonders, are they going out? Kazuto says, no, they're not, and it's clear that Kazuto is really nervous at this point. Rinka-chan states that Kazuto is her spouse. Kasumi grins a bit and nods her head to that. Then she suddenly realizes what Rinka-chan just said, and is astonished. Rinka-chan adds that she and Kazuto met in an online game and are married there. Kasumi says that, in other words, Kazuto and Rinka-chan are good online buddies. Kazuto agrees with Kasumi, but Rinka-chan insists that she and Kazuto are married. Kasumi says that she realized that. Kasumi adds that she doesn't understand how internet marriage works, but she merely wants to know if Rinka-chan is being serious about that. Rinka-chan answers she meant it. Kasumi calls Kazuto, and he replies yes. Kasumi kneels down, bends her head, and tells Kazuto that he should please take care of her sister, Rinka-chan. A reluctant Kazuto stutteringly claims that he will. Kasumi further claims that only Kazuto can understand Rinka-chan, and that there is no one else. Rinka-chan says that Chad is what she means. She invites Kazuto to look at Rinka-chan and says, isn't Rinka-chan cute? She adds, what if he crossed the line for started? Kasumi whispers in Kazuto's ear and says that Kazuto should let his lust take over. Kazuto is astonished to hear that from Kasumi-chan. He responds that he should now take his departure because it's time for him to go home. Kazuto exits, overwhelmed by the experience, and gazes flabbergasted as he heads home. The scene changes, and everyone is preparing to leave on a summer trip, including all of Kazuto and Rinka-chan's classmates. Tachibana asks, what do everyone think of when they think of summer? One by one, everyone says cicadas, fireworks, shaved ice, and other things. Tachibana shouts at everyone asking, can't they think of something more interesting and refreshing? Everyone tries to think of something else. One of them says wind chimes, another says aircon, and another says shaved ice. Tachibana shouts again, saying swimsuits. One of Kazuto and Rinka-chan's classmates opens the door and eagerly announces, let's go to the beach. They arrive at the beach, and everyone is really happy and excited to be there, shouting that it's the beach. We learn that it was Rinka-chan's older sister who took all of Rinka-chan and Kazuto's friends on their trip to the beach. Rinka-chan says that she is very thankful to her Wani-chan, meaning older sister. Kasumi adds that it's a wonderful holiday for Rinka-chan, winks at her, and tells Rinka-chan that she has this. Kasumi departs the place. Rinka-chan's friends state that they're going to change now. Kazuto asks Koton-san, isn't she going to go and change with Rinka-chan, because everyone will now go to the changing room, especially the girls. Then we see as the story goes forward. Kazuto was asking to Koton-san that, isn't she going to go to the changing room, and in reply to that, Koton-san then says that she has her swimsuit on under her clothes. Then Kazuto thinks that Koton-san does some risque stuff sometimes. Afterwards, Kazuto's friends call Kazuto to play with them in the sea. Kazuto then thinks that they look just like kids. Afterwards we get to see that Kazuto, Tachibana and their friends are actually having a lot of fun. Then they see that all the girls have arrived at the beach. And they all are in swimsuits. And as they see Nana-chan in a two-piece swimsuit, they all were jaw-dropped by her beauty. Afterwards they see Rinka-chan, and they are absolutely in disbelief and disappointed. Because she was wearing a tracksuit. Then they all decided that they're now going to play beach volleyball. Then we get to see that Nana-chan and Tachibana are in the same group, and they said that they will win this game together. And after that, we get to see that Kazuto is out, because he is left only alone. Then Kazuto says that he also wanted to play. Then Kazuto suddenly noticed that Rinka-chan is fair in the sea and that she is going somewhere. Kazuto then calls her from behind, and Kazuto goes after Rinka-chan, and we can see that Rinka-chan says that the beach has a lot of algae. Subsequently, Rinka-chan asks that wasn't Kazuto playing volleyball with them, because actually she is not the fun type of person to be exact. Rinka-chan also says that while she leaves herself to the whims of the sea, it feels to her that all her troubles with being an idol are dispersed across the ocean, and that her body and soul feels a bit lighter, and it makes Rinka-chan want to do her part. Then Rinka-chan further says that she is very happy that all their classmates are now treating them normally, and she is very thankful to Kazuto that he has found her these types of friends. However, on the other hand, Tachibana noticed that Nana-chan is looking at something very intensely, so Tachibana asks Nana-chan that what is she looking at? Nana-chan then responded by saying that she is looking at nothing in particular. Back to the scene from before, we get to know that there is one more thing that Rinka-chan wants to show. So, Kazuto asks Rinka-chan that what is it that she wants to show off to him. Just at that moment, Rinka-chan shows her swimsuit, and Rinka-chan says that she actually just wanted to show her new swimsuit to Kazuto. Then we see an embarrassed Kazuto ask Rinka-chan that why is she doing it now of all times? To which she responded by saying that it is better that if her husband saw her exposed body rather than other people. Following that, Rinka-chan asks that how does she appear now? To which Kazuto remarks that Rinka-chan is looking pretty good. Then Rinka-chan asks Kazuto to look properly, and Kazuto says that the swimsuit looks really, really good on her. Afterwards, all of Kazuto and Rinka-chan's classmates are seen calling them too, and also at how they are going to go get lunch now. Later, Nana-chan contacts Rinka-chan, and she asks what she and Kazuto-kun were talking about. To which Rinka-chan then answered to it by expressing that she truly can't tell that, because it's their secret. Then the scene changes, and we get to see that they all are at the lunch table. Tachibana speaks up, says that to him, everything tastes twice as good as the beach. After that, a few girls at the restaurant say that they have seen Rinka-chan somewhere, and thinks that she is some sort of model or idol. And they also add that they find Rinka-chan really pretty. Then Nana-chan puts a hat and sunglasses on Rinka-chan. So she says that caught her off guard, and Nana-chan further adds that it will be a tremendous problem if she found out. Later, Nana-chan states that Rinka-chan genuinely sticks out no matter what, because she is so adorable and all. Then Kazuto says on that note, Nana-chan also stands out as well. Nana-chan then poses and expresses gratitude to Kazuto. Then we figured out that they all ate too much, and so they say that they should all take a plunge. Then we get to know that the tube which Rinka-chan was riding in the sea has just got unplugged, so she decided to go and refill it. Then again, those girls from before say that Rinka-chan is so cute, and claims that they've seen her somewhere, and Nana-chan again noticed that. After that, we see that Nana-chan informs that she thinks she left that thing at the beach home, too, so she'll go there to collect the plug, and then asks Rinka-chan to go play with Kazuto. Rinka-chan then replies okay to her. Then we get to find out that Nana-chan is actually quite sad, and then she thinks that Rinka-chan and Kazuto actually makes a fantastic connection and that there are positive things going on for them, and she then thinks that is lovely. Following this, suddenly we see that some lads came, and they touched Nana-chan on her shoulder and asks that if she is alone or what. After that, we observe that another boy says that Nana-chan is actually a hottie, and they urge Nana-chan to join them and have fun with them. However, Nana-chan states that she is genuinely underaged, and also not interested in those kinds of things. Following which they question Nana-chan that if she is that kind of girl who is always serious, and that they enjoy those kind of girls. Suddenly we saw that they grasped Nana-chan's hand and told that she should join them for a drink and started dragging Nana-chan's hand. Nana-chan then asked them to leave her alone. They are not willing to listen to her. Then we get to see that a man came to Nana-chan's rescue and asked those boys to leave her. He then further says that he is the owner of the shop in front of their eyes, and then again asks them to leave her alone. Those boys then grabbed Nana-chan's hand and kept insisting to her that she should now go with them. But the shop owner immediately stops them and states that she is not leaving with them. And we then get to learn that those boys felt afraid and departed that spot. Later that shop owner asks Nana-chan whether if she is okay, and Nana-chan then replies to him that she is definitely okay, and afterwards Nana-chan thanks that man. Later that man says that there are a lot of individuals like that, so Nana-chan should be careful. Afterwards that person claimed that there is an area where only locals go there, and that it's a secluded beach, and that it is a little distant from there, and if Nana-chan wants, then he can take her there. Nana-chan then thinks about that guy that he is actually a very kind person, following which Nana-chan says that she'll take all her friend there, and subsequently that guy says that first he will take Nana-chan there, and then everyone else. So Nana-chan agrees to that proposal, and we then get to see that Nana-chan and that guy started heading there, in that guy's car. Then we observe that Nana-chan comments that his car is extremely wonderful, and he reacts to that by saying that he is actually very proud of it. Nana-chan then questions him that if there are not many people in that covert seashore. He quickly adds that there are some people, most of them are couples, locals and kids. Nana-chan thinks that Rinka-chan won't have to worry about the onlookers there, and she also hopes that everybody likes the place. The guy speaks up again, and says that Nana-chan must be scared, because of what just happened earlier. And Nana-chan replies that she was very scared by it. Then that guy suddenly says that he is not going to leave such a pretty girl, all by herself, and he proceeds to laugh after that Nana-chan now thinks that she is the only one in the vehicle that came to view that place, and that she should have taken her friends with her. Then that guy said that he never thought that, right after having such a horrific experience, she will accept to enter some stranger's transportation. Later we see that he parks his car at a strange place, where no one is around. So Nana-chan says that, why is he stopping there? He, following which, says that it was his intention from the beginning, and then he started touching Nana-chan inappropriately. A terrified Nana-chan now says that she is trying but her body is not moving. He then says that it's because she consented when she came on. After Nana-chan goes on to think that she thought of this as a wonderful summer memory with her friends, and now all she thinks about is help only. After that, that person was going to get closer to her, and suddenly we see that Kazuto tosses something at the automobile and breaks the windscreen of the car. Then Kazuto pulls Nana-chan out of the car, and asks her that if she is okay. That person next says that how much did he think that the car costs to Kazuto? When we see that, Kazuto reveals a photo, where the guy is assaulting Nana-chan. And so Kazuto adds that he'll call the cops. Following that individual felt afraid and left the place. Later Kazuto asks that in the event, if Nana-chan got wounded. And we see that Nana-chan cries. At that point Kazuto revealed that he observed Nana-chan get in the car with that guy, so that's why he said that he was worried. After that Kazuto followed Nana-chan, and soon he saw that what was going on. After which Nana-chan all of a sudden started laughing, and just seeing that, Kazuto was astonished. Now Nana-chan replies that, how could Kazuto destroy a car which is so valuable? And afterward Nana-chan says that she can't believe it. And again all of a sudden Nana-chan once more started crying. And remarked that it was a horrific experience for Nana-chan. We then got to observe that Kazuto then pats Nana-chan on her head and said that Nana-chan is okay and perfectly excellent now. After, we get to know that Nana-chan told Kazuto that what happened to her and how Kazuto saved her, all those things should be a secret, and Rinka-chan shouldn't ever know that. So that is why this thing has become a secret between Nana-chan and Kazuto. Afterwards Kazuto thinks that, although a lot of things happened, we find out that Kazuto still hopes that they would come back again next year. Because they, apart from that incident, they actually enjoyed that place very lot, and all of Kazuto, Rinka-chan and Nana-chan's classmates like the beach very much. And according to Kazuto, Rinka-chan, Nana-chan and all of their friends, they have truly enjoyed this place a lot, and they have formed some excellent memories there. So at the end of the day we see that Kazuto, Rinka-chan and Nana-chan is in a car sitting side by side, and they all are sleeping, and they leave the site and go back to their houses. And as they're leaving, we can see that all of them are dormant in the car after a long, tiresome day of pleasure. Then the scene changes, and we then get to see that the test results are out, and everyone is raving about Mizuki Rinka-chan's results, which is extraordinarily good. Now all of her classmates are saying that she must have studied really hard to acquire that kinda of results. Then we find out that Rinka-chan is wondering that her and Kazuto's relationship has been a touch off recently. As Rinka-chan wonders that how she might deepen her and Kazuto's bond as a married couple. Later, as Rinka-chan was thinking about these things, we observe that Rinka-chan was also reading a book, and suddenly she spotted a line in the book, and it says that a marriage can become stereotypical over time, as the feeling of lovey-dovey is overwhelmed by a sense of stability. And as Rinka-chan reads this line, we observe that Rinka-chan was shocked. So Rinka-chan thinks that she honestly hates to say that, but according to Rinka-chan, this is it. Now Rinka-chan thinks that what should she do to avoid becoming stereotypical? Later Rinka-chan further reads that how ladies can be more desirable. Following that, Rinka-chan states that it's true that she and Kazuto actually bypassed being lovers and were married, so according to Rinka-chan now, she should be more desirable to Kazuto again with her charms as a woman. So Rinka-chan read the book properly. And suddenly we notice that the scene changes, and all the girls are sitting at the cafeteria. As Rinka-chan believes that sometimes the school cafeteria seems incredibly good to her. Soon Kazuto joins them, and we later get to know that Rinka-chan prepared some strategy to grab Kazuto's attention. The first strategy is mirroring. It's a psychological method to simply develop a better connection with people by emulating their actions. Afterwards, we get to find out that Kazuto is sitting with Tachibana at the cafeteria. And then Tachibana states that he wants to trade his fried chicken with a piece of pork cutlet from Kazuto's plate. Kazuto subsequently responded to that by stating sure. Meanwhile, on another table, we find Rinka-chan is also doing the same with Nana-chan. But at first we see that Nana-chan was happy accepting Rinka-chan's pork cutlet, but as soon as Rinka-chan took chicken fry, she got really upset. Now Rinka-chan considers that how far she can imitate Kazuto and for how long. Following that, she also believes that if she imitates every single item of Kazuto, then it would be definitely odd. Next we get to know about the strategy number 2, which was physical touch. When the picture shifts and we notice that Rinka-chan is calling Kazuto as he was strolling down the corridor at their school. Subsequently, Rinka-chan adds that she had actually put too much cream on, so that's why she was asking Kazuto to take some off from her hands. Now we get to know that, in the realm of touching, this technique is actually quite effective, and that Rinka-chan learned that on the internet. And so Rinka-chan was thinking that it was her special weapon. Eventually Kazuto agreed to remove some cream off of her hands. After that, we get to see that Rinka-chan and Kazuto rubbed their hands together for a long time, and as they were doing that, Rinka-chan thinks that the feeling of rubbing her hands with Kazuto's hands is actually better than she thought, but, as she expected, Kazuto was actually very normal about that. Rinka-chan then asks Kazuto that did that felt nasty to him, and to that, Kazuto replies that no, and that Kazuto was simply thinking about his smartphone, because that might get sticky later on. Then he also adds that Rinka-chan genuinely smells fantastic. When one of Kazuto's buddies remarked that his hands are fairly dry, so that's why he asks Kazuto that can he take some from Kazuto's hands? And as Kazuto heard that, he actually answered by adding that he can absolutely take some. And now they both started rubbing their hands together. As Rinka-chan observed that happening, she truly felt furious, and was really disappointed by that. Later Rinka-chan thinks that this was actually really extremely horrible, and that it was not working at all, and that Rinka-chan didn't find any sign that this was going to work at all. So Rinka-chan believes that, as it has come to this, she now has no choice but to use her ultimate secret technique. Eventually we get to know that Rinka-chan's ultimate hidden method is manipulation. Later we get to see that Rinka-chan sends a text message to Kazuto, where she invites Kazuto to come to the rooftop alone after school. Now Rinka-chan thinks that, even if it's Kazuto, but she thinks that surely he'll be more conscious of women if he got it this far. So Rinka-chan says to herself that Kazuto better prepare himself. Later Rinka-chan notices that that now Kazuto has arrived. Afterwards, Kazuto says that calling him out so suddenly, is there any difficulty? Later we get to see that Rinka-chan thinks that, actually she doesn't know how to manipulate someone. Then she further considers about how is she's going to be doing that. Later Kazuto and Rinka-chan notice that there were also 2 more people in the rooftop with them. So they hope that no one sees them united there. Later we get to see that Rinka-chan holds Kazuto's hands, and then pull him behind a gate. That is when they realize that those 2 people were romancing with each other. Later Kazuto and Rinka-chan says to each other that that's some insane flirting. Rinka-chan then states that she is actually growing envious of those 2 lovebirds, and Rinka-chan would also want to be like that with Kazuto as well. She also wants to hold Kazuto like that, or maybe even kiss Kazuto like that. Now we get to see that Rinka-chan is also getting really passionate. Following that, Rinka-chan stuck her back against Kazuto's back, then leans over his back. After that we see that Kazuto remarks to Rinka-chan that she is too near to him. Rinka-chan then answered by asking that, doesn't Kazuto enjoy that happening? Next Rinka-chan states that she and Kazuto are a married pair now. Then she further adds that it's perfectly natural for the married couples to embrace their love and share it with each other. Afterwards we get to see that Rinka-chan grabs Kazuto's hands, and suddenly we get to see that Rinka-chan was ready to kiss Kazuto, and abruptly Kazuto steps aside and shouted no. After which Kazuto explains that this is totally unhealthy to do so, because they are still at the high school and they are still students there. We then get to watch that a furious Rinka-chan remark that Kazuto is a stupid. Then we notice that Rinka-chan walked away. Afterwards Kazuto wonders that what was going on. But we see Kazuto also comments that Rinka-chan sure was smiling extremely good. Soon the envision changes, and we get to see that Rinka-chan was thinking that what was she about to do that moment with Kazuto, and that was what was wrong with her. According to her, she was doing such a shameless thing. Now Rinka-chan believes that she had to quit her antics. Then we find out that she went to sleep. Subsequently the next day we see at the school that Rinka-chan received an apology from that couple. They then claimed that they're genuinely very sorry for flirting on the rooftop the previous day, and that they didn't know that Rinka-chan and Kazuto were there. Following this, we get to see that Kazuto and Nana-chan are playing games, and that they're at the Black Plains sulfur mine at the game. Subsequently Kazuto states that it has been a long time since he has done mining at the game. We observed Nana-chan mention that long time no see at the game, and that she was okay and fine now. Then Nana-chan proposes that they should go mining together, and Kazuto agrees to that. When we get to see that Kazuto states that Nana-chan can be viewed online now very frequently these days. Then Kazuto asks Nana-chan that, is Rinka-chan working today? In which Nana-chan replies that Rinka-chan is working today, and she is actually voice training to say in particular. And then she further adds that, apparently, Rinka-chan has more vocal training than the other girls. After that we get to see that Nana-chan asks Kazuto that, can they proceed down that route in the game? Then Kazuto answered to that by saying that the trail is very narrow, so they shouldn't walk there. Then we get to observe that Nana-chan forces Kazuto to pursue that path. Then Kazuto says that they should give it a try. After that we notice that they both got in there, and then Kazuto urges Nana-chan to be careful, because it's pretty slippery there. We got to see that Chan then asks Kazuto that how long he has been dating Rinka-chan in the game. Kazuto thereafter answered to it by saying he has met Rinka-chan about 4 years ago, and they recently got married. We find out that Nana-chan replies to that by commenting that it seems beautiful to her. Then Nana-chan tells that she also wants to be married too. Kazuto then reacts to that by saying that marriage has its own benefits. Then Nana-chan says yes, but she doesn't have anyone. Kazuto next says that doesn't she have anyone in her friends list? So Nana-chan explains that other than Kazuto and Rinka-chan, she only has Nona-chan. Then Kazuto adds that it would be very suspicious if Nana-chan marries Nana-chan. Eventually we get to see that Nana-chan replies, and yet that is actually possible, because being married in the game world doesn't really translate to the real life, according to Nana-chan. Afterward, we witness a surprised Kazuto saying okay to that. Then Kazuto thinks that lately he feels that Rinka-chan is weirdly growing close with him, but to him, It's not genuinely like that. So Nana-chan asks Kazuto that, does he have a girlfriend in real life? Then Kazuto reacts to it by stating that he doesn't think that any lady would be interested in him. Nana-chan then states that she genuinely thinks that Kazuto-kun is extremely great according to Nana-chan. And Kazuto was evidently extremely happy. Then he said thanks to Nana-chan. So Nana-chan adds that she believes that there is someone who likes Kazuto-kun, to which Kazuto responds that it would be wonderful if there was someone in their school. And we afterward get to see that Nana-chan gently admitting there is someone like that. Kazu heard it, and asks her what did she just say right away. Suddenly they notice that they have found the Philosopher's Stone. Later we notice that they also suspect that there could potentially be an Infinity Stone. Later we see the next day at school, Rinka-chan remarks that, why does Kazuto-chan feel so sleepy today? To which Kazuto answers that he was mining with Nana-chan yesterday online. Following that, a furious Rinka-chan states that it is going good for him. When we get to witness that, Kazuto's friends claims that he doesn't fully understand girls. Afterwards, suddenly Nana-chan enters the classroom, and thereafter she calls Kazuto. And Kazuto adds that he is pleased that Nana-chan helped Kazuto yesterday with the mining, and Nana-chan then says that the ores suddenly pop out of nowhere, to which Kazuto reacted to that by saying that they may find even more ores there if they try. Nana-chan proposed that, how about they use a mine cart next time, and that it would be much faster then. Kazuto then states that that's totally right. Later Nana-chan advises that she and Kazuto should go there again and play together after school. And we notice that Rinka-chan is becoming upset by hearing that. Later we get to observe that Rinka-chan sends a text message to Kazuto, which states that he should meet her after the lesson at the rooftop. So Kazuto believes that he is now used to getting called by Rinka-chan like this. Afterward we get to witness that Rinka-chan now says to Kazuto, that does he know that why did Rinka-chan summon Kazuto here? Then Kazuto responds that he has no clue. We notice that Rinka-chan states that, first, she wants to clarify that they are still a married pair, and she asks if that's true. And Kazu then answers that to be true, in the game, that is. Next she states that, in other words, meeting someone from the other sex, without their partner's knowledge, that is what Kazuto is truly doing, according to Rinka-chan. So that is essentially infidelity in relationships. But Kazuto adds it's only in the game though. However, Rinka-chan states that that is certainly an act of cheating to her. And next she further adds that, out of all individuals, she claims that he did that with her dearest buddy. Suddenly we saw that Kazuto then abruptly grabs Rinka-chan. Then he says that they should talk about this completely, and that they should do it immediately. After all this, while Kazuto understands that, as he grabbed Rinka-chan, she genuinely turned subservient all of a sudden. Later Rinka-chan remarks that seeing Nana-chan and Kazuto in a place that she is not aware of made her envious. Following that we get to see that, by hearing that, Kazuto was stunned to say the least. Now he considers that, from the other person's perspective, that may be incredibly aggravating. Then we get to witness that Kazuto says that he is genuinely extremely sorry for not being respectful at all. Then we find out that Rinka-chan is also feeling terrible, and she adds that she was being quite unreasonable with Kazuto. Afterwards, Rinka-chan states that it's truly incredibly vital to convey each other's sentiments in words. Kazuto subsequently states that he is also sorry for grabbing Rinka-chan like way. Then we get to witness that Rinka-chan admits that she genuinely has feelings for Kazuto, and suddenly she genuinely starts crying. Consequently, the minute we get to see that, Nana-chan calls Rinka-chan, thus truly destroying the moment for Kazuto and Rinka-chan. Afterwards, Nana-chan says that Rinka-chan shouldn't say anything farther than that. Following that, we get to witness that everyone there, including Kazuto, was really perplexed and that they didn't know what was occurring there. Later we notice that a confused Rinka-chan questions that, why, and is there anything wrong with speaking something that conveys her sentiments? So Nana-chan explains that it's because, and we see Nana-chan makes a stop, and after looking for a while, Nana-chan adds that it's because Nana-chan also feels the same as Rinka-chan. Following this, Nana-chan again expresses that she also feels the same way for Kazuto-chan. This creates a weird dynamic, as Rinka-chan also repeats her feelings, this time in a much more assertive manner. Nana figures out that what she did was incredibly embarrassing, and decides to run away because of it. However, Rinka grabs a good hold of Nana-chan's hands and tells her to wait right there, as there is stuff to be cleared out. Then Nana-chan adds that she is genuinely feeling guilty for upsetting Kazuto and Rinka-chan. Nana-chan then goes on and says that she has now opted to support her and Kazuto's relationship. But a startled Rinka-chan confesses that Nana-chan genuinely likes him too. In reply, Nana-chan states that she is a lousy friend indeed. Then in a rather awkward moment, we get to see Nana-chan wholeheartedly apologizing for what she did. Later on, the scene changes, and we witness Kazuto going to Koton-san's place, and upon his visit, Koton-san is left a bit puzzled. Kazuto then asks Koton-san if Nana was there with her. So Koton-san responds to it by replying that Nana-chan is absent today, and that she worries that, if she is okay. Kazuto understands that, and tells Koton-san that it is okay, before leaving the place. As Kazuto is walking away, he thinks about how, ever since that day, Rinka-chan still didn't tell her what had happened that day. So Kazuto believes that he didn't know what happened, but he is truly quite frightened about that day. Then he states that he hoped that Nana-chan and Rinka-chan didn't have a disagreement that day. Later we get to know that Rinka-chan is also thinking about that day, and to be particular, about Nana-chan, and that she can't forget about what occurred that day. But she further believes that she genuinely couldn't say anything at that time in the heat of the moment. She truly believes that she should have made things clear that day, because she thinks that there is nothing more horrible than half-hearted generosity. Eventually we get to find out that confusion, wrath, despair, so many matters are rushing through her mind. She also knows that Nana-chan, as a person, is very essential to her life. However, that does not mean that she will just give up on her love. She cannot help but feel extremely worried about this whole situation. Just then, Rinka-chan's sister comes into the scene, and she asks Rinka if anything has been bothering her lately. Her sister assures her that it should be fine for her to tell her, because they are sisters who have a close bond with one another.